Hi, welcome back. This is paper, £90 rough paper, 100% rag apparently, from Ken Bromley. Alan Owen and Smoothie 77 use it. Well, they just bought a stock of it. I think it's just come in as a job lot, and it's gone. But it's a very good paper for it buckles a bit, but because it's thin, but you can stretch it and reclip it and it stays beautifully flat. And it does things like a nice even, when you wet the paper, the paint dries into it, but it doesn't leave any nasty hard edges. It's quite brilliant. But instead of using or wetting it with the hake, I'm just going to spray a bit of water over the whole thing, and then we'll put some paint on, and we'll see what happens. So a bit of raw sienna. Remember that whatever you put on dries a lot lighter Not enough water on there, I'll just give it another spray. Put that in. I've put some water in. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I just want to wet the paper in various parts and see what happens to it. A bit of blue. And put a bit of grey and a bit of alizarin. And make a bit of cloud on there. You can tell I'm right-handed because all my clouds start from one side. Okay, that'll do. Right, let's put in some background, some trees. I think. Why not? Bit of let's see what happens to. Bit more blue in there, eh? Now, I could turn this into a Seven Islands painting of my local beauty spots, Mitcham Common. Let's get some of this up here. I will pull it down, bit of reflection there. Okay, let's put in some burnt sienna. We like autumn, don't we? But I don't like the autumn we're having. It's very dull, dingy and cold today. I'm only halfway through September. Let's just put some of that down there. I'll put some green in there as well. So a bit of lemon yellow, or cadmium yellow, sorry. And we do get green in the autumn. We get a lot of green, a lot of evergreen, but I'm just mixing it in with the other colours just to see what happens to it with this paper. I mean, it's such a nice paper. Alright, let's just get a bit of a spray on there. It really is well behaved paper for the considering how light it is. Nice, good bit of bluey grey there. Okay. We'll see what happens to that. I'll re-clip the paper now. You can see that it's buckling. So let's just take all this off. I've been still trying to get used to this lovely boom that Fred Gillespie made for my little tripod. But I'm also having problems trying to get the best definition out of this camcorder. So any suggestions we've gratefully received. It's a Legria 306 and I don't think it records in high definition. I'm recording this on XP, which is I think the highest resolution. I'm going to lift out some of that when that's a bit drier. In fact, I'm going to dry it now. So headphones off, go. Right, Mitcham Common with the 7 islands. It's a small lake, large pond, with 7 small islands on. I'm just going to clean my brush and just lift out a bit of that horizon now. So let's just do a little bit. I mean, this is just incredible. Couldn't do this with Fabriano. Not when it's sort of damp. Look, you can lift out. Right. Okay, that'll do. I'll just straighten up there. Maybe I've done that bit wrong there, but let's get a bit of sienna in there. Right, well that's a bit of green in there. Right. Get some blue over this left hand side, although I'm probably going to cover that with a bit of an island or something. Right, okay, we'll let that dry. That's quite nice along there. That's looking good. But we want to do some beaches and then put some trees, some winter, autumn trees. So let's, a bit of burnt umber I think, because they're nice and light colour. So let's just, wonder what a dry brush, look at that. Nice, so a bit of right, get some a bit of texture in this. That will show up probably, that. I'm going to scrape some of that out I think. So this is just some pebbles. This is just a tremendous paper. I'm going to have to buy some more of it. because you get some gorgeous effects on it. Okay, let's get a bit of sienna on top of that. Right, a bit of darker stuff in here. Well, I can put a bit of a tree on there or something. So get the card. I did a foolhardy thing an hour or so ago, or probably more than that now. I've got to my right, I've got an access door to the eaves. It's an under eaves cupboard. Well, not even a cupboard. A storage, loads of paintings in there, old paintings that I don't really like or haven't done anything with. And my wife discovered where all the wasps were coming from. And just above the door to the left, above the head, I have to sort of crouch down. It's there. So we had some raid, which I've run out of. This stuff, wasps and fly killer. It does the job. And I went in, I gave a quick spray, and I came out of it, and then I went back underneath with a vacuum cleaner and broke up the nest and sucked a lot of it back in. But I got attacked, of course. I've got one under my jaw and one on my hand. It's sort of going off now. Okay, in nice warm colours in the foreground here. Then I had another go about half an hour ago, and one of the wasps got under my t-shirt and stung me on the ribs. So much gnashing of teeth. Okay, let's do a bit on the other side now. I do love doing this. Bit of dark. I love blue, ultramarine blue and burnt sienna. They're lovely, match made in heaven. And these are only Common watercolours. Okay, now we can just frame that now with a couple of trees. But you can really go to town on this paper. It's staying completely flat, and it's had a good wet. And this isn't dry; it's only damp. But re-clipping it a couple of times, you just don't need to stretch it. Right, okay, so let's put in some brushy stuff. I don't want to cover all that up, but I'm going to have to do it to a certain extent. Let's just put some silhouetted stuff here. A bit of shadow. Let's get a bit of a tree in. We'll put some autumn leaves on these. Done this sort of view loads of times, but I never tire of doing it. They all end up different. Right, let's just get a little bit of shadow in there. So I want some of that blue showing through. And what I'm doing is I'm uploading straight onto YouTube. The Canon camcorder records in well, the one I've got is not high def. We didn't say this. It's records an MOD file which Windows Movie Maker won't open. Yeah, so I've just installed. I used to have it. VLC that plays it. So I'm not compressing it with Handbrake, and I think I've been losing quite a bit of definition on that transition from MOD file to MP4. So I'm uploading in the MOD and hope it's going to improve. And I'm recording in XP, which is the highest resolution I think I can get on this camera. I will eventually have to buy a new one. But it's been a very good friend, and let's just put one up here. But I don't want it to take over like when I did the one last week. I think it was called Village Church Across the Lake, and I framed it with, well, I overdid it, didn't I? But you know, they're all different, and some are better than others, of course. Can't see the point in a thumbs down because it doesn't help anybody, does it? Really. Let's just thicken that one up a little bit. Okay, so these come down. A bit wet there. I suppose we can sort of lift out some bits. Okay, that will do. Now I need to put in some, so I'm going to dry the brush. I'm going to put in some dodgy leaves. So drying the brush here, look, just making loads of points. Shake out the wasps. Okay, that'll do. And I'm just going to spray the centre of this with my water bottle, so they get some nice dark wet paint. And just a few down here. I brought some rigger strokes in this, I think. Or another fisherman, or someone standing there. But I'll give the paper a good dry. We'll do that. That's no, I'm not going to use a rigger. I'm just going to use one brush plus one brush for a figure. So I just want to get that dark. Because it's rough, it hits and misses. It's a wonderful paper. So what I'm really saying is, if you can get hold of 100% rag watercolour paper and £90 weight, and use it the way I'm using it, like with plenty of water and then reclip it as it expands, you should be okay. So let's just get this up here. Okay, that'll do. Right, let's get a little brush for figures. I like using my little paint, or my Daily Roundy paint box for that. These are mostly artist quality in here, but a few couple make up the difference. So we'll put in a little figure, so burnt umber for his head. Put him here so he's further out. So we'll have sort of reddy blue. See, you've got to have a lot of water on this because of the paper being so rough. And we're putting a bit of blue jeans, bit of grey as well. I think in that. That's grey. I need a bit. That needs to be the body needs to be a bit bigger because shoulders. Just put some land you can tread on. Okay, right, I'll dry that off and then we'll put a little bit of highlight on it. So headphones off. We'll say the light is coming from up here, so we'll get a bit of gouache on my brush, wet the brush, squeeze a bit out of the tube. I just put a little bit. I got that from Tony White. Have a look at his stuff on YouTube. He's a very fine watercolour painter. Right, well let's put in a little bit of okay, that'll do. We'll sign it. I'll put the lid back on. I won't paint. Oh, I'll put some birds in. I'll sign it with this gel pen. A couple of birds in there. The sky has gone quite nice. It's got a unity throughout. There's that raw sienna. I use rather more than I would normally. Okay, no boats on this, so that's my idea of Seven Islands. Still working on this paper to see how it goes. I'll put it in a mount, and if I can, I'll see if I can zoom out or whatever, and see if you can see what it looks like in the mount. Mount. I'm not sure my horizon's very horizon, is it? Well, what I'll do, if I do that, Okay, well that'll do. I'm still going uphill quite a lot, isn't it? Oh well. How can we change that? I'll tell you how we can change that. Just back to the tissue. Clean the brush. And just lift out a bit more up there. Oh, can you see the rain? Oh, well, that'll have to do. Right, let's see if just alter the shape of that, and then if I can just wind up, and if I can get a better view. Right, there we are. So that's another Mitcham Common scene. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the horizon going up there. Maybe if I can just put it up there a little bit. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.